Okay, let's talk about one of the most annoying, super common mix-ups in English, the whole loose versus lose thing. I mean, if you've ever found yourself just pausing for a second before typing one of them, you are definitely in the right place. In the next few minutes, we're going to clear this up for good with a trick so simple you'll get it right every single time.
All right, let's dive right in with a little test. Take a look at this sentence. Don't lose your keys. Now be honest, does that look right to you? Something feels a little off, doesn't it? This is the exact mistake you see absolutely everywhere, from texts to even professional emails.
Hey, if you hesitated there even for a split second, you're in very good company. Seriously, this tiny one-letter difference trips up pretty much everyone. I get it, they look almost the same, they sound kind of similar, but their meanings, totally different worlds. But don't worry, we're about to make this crystal clear.
First up, let's get to know our first word, loose. Think of it as a character in our story. We're going to put it under the microscope and figure out exactly what its job is in a sentence, and more importantly, how it's supposed to sound.
Okay, the number one thing to remember about loose is that it's an adjective. That's it. Its only job is to describe something. You know, a knot can be loose, your clothes can feel loose, and here's the first big clue, the pronunciation. Just say it out loud with me, loose. Hear that soft S sound at the end? S, s, kind of like a snake. Hold on to that sound.
Let's see it in action, right? My shoelaces are loose. See, loose is just describing the shoelaces. Or, the dog is loose in the yard. It's describing the dog situation. Loose clothing describes the fit. In every single case, it's just a describing word. That's all it does.
All right, so we've got loose totally figured out. Now let's bring in its confusing twin, lose. This is where things get tricky for people because its job is completely different.
So here's the big difference. Lose is a verb. It's an action word. It's all about doing something. You lose your wallet, you lose a game, you lose your patience. Now listen really carefully to the sound lose. It ends with that buzzing Z sound, like a B. So you have loose, SSS, and lose, ZZZ. That's the whole secret right there.
So look at these examples. I don't want to lose my keys. Aha, see? That's the correct way to write that sentence from the beginning. It's the action of misplacing them. Or, if we lose this match, that's the action of not winning. It is all about the action.
And here it is, the side-by-side showdown. This is the slide a screenshot, folks. On the left, loose. It's an adjective. It has that soft S sound, and it means not tight. On the right, lose. It's a verb. It has that buzzing Z sound, and it means to misplace. An adjective describes a thing. A verb is what a thing does. That's it.
Okay, you know what? This is my favorite part. Knowing the difference is great, but actually remembering it when you're typing quickly, that's what really matters. So let's give you a couple of dead simple tricks that are going to be your new memory superpowers.
This first trick is just brilliant. The word loose, right? It has two O's. Lose only has one. So all you have to do is think when you lose something, you lose an O from the word. It's such a simple way to double-check your spelling. And hey, here's another way to think about it. This time focusing just on the word loose. Look at those two O's right next to each other. L-O-O-S-E. They look kind of big and roomy, right? Well, that word itself has too much room, just like a loose shirt or a loose screw. That double O is your visual clue for what the word means.
Okay, you've got the definitions, you know the different sounds, and now you have two killer memory tricks ready to go. So it's time to put all this new knowledge to the test and just lock it into your brain forever.
All right, final pop quiz. The company is afraid it will blank its best employees. So just ask yourself, are we describing something here, or is this an action? It's an action, right? The action of being deprived of people. And what happens when you lose something? You lose an O. So the answer has to be L-O-S-E. You got it. Easy.
And that's really all there is to it. You know, getting these little details right makes your writing so much sharper, so much more professional. It shows you're paying attention. This was never just about avoiding a simple grammar mistake. It's about making your communication clearer and more powerful. So now you have the trick, and this is one mix-up you will never have to worry about again.